Hello and welcome back. This is Joanna the Medium. I'm also an intuitive coach. Welcome to your July 2017 readings. As always, thank you so much for watching, for sharing, and for liking. If you would like a private session with me just to see how life goes on with you or what you would like to have clarity on, I have included that information down below for you. Also, I will be away for a big part of July, which means August readings will be either late or I will do them halfway through August, but I will also include September. I may also do a quick mid-month August, these readings will be much shorter. So I will have to see what I do, but I'm already saying to you, just so you know, they won't be posted August 1st because I just won't be able to. There's just not enough time for me to do all of it. Also, 6-month readings from July until December will be posted on Vimeo in the next couple of weeks, and I will probably post a video on that once it's ready. I just want to say July seems to be a fantastic month for most of the signs. Actually, there's nothing here that I can remember that's negative. It seems to be a pretty good energy. A lot of transformations, a lot of transitions, but these are all fantastic energies. I have tried to make the readings shorter because I do realize many of you don't have time to listen to me for 35 minutes. And they just did not go as planned. So most of them are over 30 minutes. I do apologize for that. I will do my best to keep them shorter because not only is the recording of them tremendously time consuming, but it also takes a lot longer to download. So I will keep them a little bit shorter while still being able to give you as much information as I can. Also, is there anything else? I feel that's it. Of course, always thank you so much for watching and for liking or subscribing. Please comment if you would like to, as to how this affects you, and always listen to your other signs, your moon sign and your rising sign, as well as your sun sign, because oftentimes these signs will give you much more clarity with regards to what goes on with you. And I think that's all I have left. I'm supposed to say good luck to somebody, but good luck to everybody. Good luck to all of us. And without further ado, let's get started on July readings. I hope you enjoy them. Have a wonderful month. Take care. Hello, beautiful Aquarians. This is going to be a reading for the month of July. I have my 4 cards. I have a whole bunch of information that I got while I was meditating on you. So let's start and let's get moving. When I was connecting with your energy, I have a whole bunch of things written down here, so I'm going to look at what I wrote. When I was meditating on your energy, the very first thing I saw was the scale, which to me symbolizes balance. It can also symbolize the word judgment, but I was much more drawn to the word balance and the feeling of being more balanced. I also felt a month of July is going to be, for most of you, not for all of you, weighing out different options or weighing out different decisions. I hear the word speculation, so speculating around different options, weighing out options, which is also the sign of scale. So balance, weighing out different options. I also heard clearly the words rainy days are now behind you. So many of you are coming out of difficult situations, difficult circumstances. Some of you, this will make sense in or around the month of August. And I'm saying this just like I said with some other signs. I seem to be getting information for July and part of August. So it seems to be covering a little bit more than just the month of July. But time is always fluid with my readings anyway. Leaving difficult situations, no longer procrastinating, and needing to move forward with either a new situation or needing to move forward with a particular set of circumstances or decisions. I also saw that month of July is going to be a time where you need to spend time on your plans and also on the seeds you have planted, and that's a metaphor. So for those of you who have been putting things into motion, who have been planting seeds, who have made some decisions in the past, the month of July seems to be you tending to those aspects, as in watering the plants in order for them to grow and bear fruit. So a month of July seems to be a month of tending. I hear the word speculation, so I'm just going to leave that word there for a second. So weighing out options, tending to your seeds, which can also signify tending to your decisions and making sure that everything is going according to your plan. I also felt. I also heard no point looking back at what once was, or no point looking back at what was anymore. And then I was being shown the number 8. So many of you, again, I feel like are leaving or have left recently a disconcerting situation, a situation that was not working to the best of your for your benefit, and it was not working according to how much effort you have put into it. I hear the word transition, so many of you are going through a time of transition. I also saw a white dove being released. To me, white dove, when I see this as a symbol, the release of white dove to me signifies freedom. Because the dove came out of my chest, out of my heart, it signifies to me that many of you are on the road to recovery from something that was emotionally very difficult, either an emotional relationship, an emotional situation. So you are releasing yourself, or you will you will feel much more free in the month of July and again the month of August. So that was coming up very clearly. I also saw a vision of the moon and a wolf howling at the moon, and I know that represents the moon card, and I actually saw this in one other sign, so you might want to check your other signs and see if this actually correlates. But when I asked my guide specifically what this vision meant for you, I heard that many of you will be giving up the situation to the divine, whoever divine means to you, whatever belief system you have. So whether it's a set of circumstances, a set of conditions that you do not know what to do with, or you have felt your hands have been tied, you're going to give that situation to the divine, whatever that means to you, whether you pray, whether you ask for guidance, whether you ask whatever it is. I saw that very clearly. Faith and trust also comes around with it, having more hope and faith in what is ahead of you, regardless or despite of where you are coming. I also saw that some of you need to heal your either darker side or your dark past. So a couple of things here. Healing the darker side means example, extreme anger can be termed as a darker side. We all have darker sides, every single human being. There's a polarity to everything that exists. So if you have had any traumatic experiences when you were growing up, and some of those things, emotionally speaking, were not healed, and because of those emotions, you have developed certain behaviors that you would term them as your darker side, whatever that is, and it could also be an addiction. You are being asked to heal that part of you, and for some of you it's to heal your past. So if you come from a darker past, whatever that means, you're being asked to take a look at that and heal it, as opposed to forgetting it or just forgetting it. So that's a very interesting message. The other thing I saw, and we'll get to the other cards. So when I was seeing all this, then I was shuffling the cards and asking my spirit guide to give me the card that symbolizes the overall month energy, and the card Move On came up. So it's interesting because all of what I have said so far from what I was seeing is about letting go, moving on, tending to your future, not looking in the past, releasing, healing. Everything is about moving on. Also, the scale or the balance, that also is represented by the number 6, and this is actually number 6. So basically the month of July, and for some of you it's also going to include some of August, it's a time of letting go and moving on to bigger and better things. In the process, I feel that many of you will be leaving situations and people. Some of those people will be coworkers, some of these people will be spouses, some of these people will be family members, friends, regardless. For many of you, this is a month of letting go of not only the circumstances, but also letting go of the past and not tying yourself emotionally to it. Putting stop to whatever has been going on and just focusing on moving forward. So that seems to be the overall energy or feeling around the month of July. Doing all those things, incidentally, is also going to allow you to experience a lot more peace and balance and harmony within yourself. So for many of you, you're coming from a very unbalanced lifestyle, very unbalanced work situation, or very unbalanced relationship, romantic or family or otherwise. Okay? So release and letting go seems to be the theme the month of July. Then I asked for the card for relationships, and I got the card the World or the Universe. This is a major arcana card, number 21. 2 and 1 is 3, so it's all about expansion. But it was shown to me in reverse, and I actually did ask whether it is something that I should be considering in reverse position or upright, and it's actually both. So I do have a message for both. So for some of you, and this was regarding a relationship, because I kept seeing 2 of Cups. So for those of you who are in a significant relationship or have recently been in a significant relationship, some of you are going to feel like you need to move on, but you don't have closure. That was very, very clear to me. It also felt like there was a lack of completion. So for some of you, you will be struggling with putting something to rest in the month of July. I keep hearing the month of August for some reason, with regards to relationships. And some of you will feel that in a relationship area, whichever relationship it is, you will have the closure that you were looking for, which will allow you to move forward. As I talk about this, I have this sensation in my throat that makes me feel like I can't swallow. So for some of you, it is going to be difficult to swallow the truth or to swallow whatever is happening. So if that's the case for you, it may be that you may not get closure, or you may not get a significant piece of information that will put your mind at rest. So that's going to be for some of you, unfortunately. Nonetheless, you still need to move on for those of you who this applies. And of course, this is a general reading, so it will not apply to everyone. It would be almost impossible. I do know that you guys write me and a lot of you resonate with this. So always remember, this is a general reading, and always check the other signs, and also check them at the end of each month, because that seems to bring much more clarity to the reading than it is at the beginning of the month. Okay, for some of you, I see that you will be meeting somebody new, whether this somebody new is significant other, or whether it is a potential for a significant other. And I hear the word dating. So some of you are going to meet someone who is going to spark your interest, for those of you who are single and interested and looking. For those of you who are in relationships, obviously not for all of you, but for some of you, I feel that there's a tug of war going on. I don't know, actually, when I asked what is this about, for some of you are having challenges with your spouse around money. And I literally see 2 people having a tug of war, and neither one is willing to let go of their ideas, their perceptions, or their right. So that seems to be the energy for some of you. With that, the message is put a stop to this nonsense, because the way it's going to right now, there is no win in this. So this might be for very few of you. If you are having a tug of war with your spouse or with your significant other over money or over something else, and it also could be something about something trivial. If your partner is not willing to let it go, someone eventually will need to let it go in order for this to be put to rest, because otherwise it's a continuing war or continuing situation of people firing matches and throwing them everywhere. So the vision of lighting up matches and just kind of throwing them randomly, eventually what happens when we throw lit up match on the floor, something is going to catch fire. So this is a metaphor that's being shown to me, and for those of you who this is for, I believe you will understand this. Okay, so if you are in a fiery situation and it's not of the great kind, if you are in a emotional match, or if you are in resentment and anger and there's a lot of emotions flaring, be the smarter one and put the fire out before it damages more than it's necessary. So that's a metaphor, of course. And I'm seeing the number 6, which again is a sign for harmony and balance. So it seems like a lot of you are either have dealt with a difficult relationship, or are dealing or will be dealing with a difficult situation in a relationship. And again, this could be romantic or other relationships that you have with people that are significant. Could be with friends, could be with neighbors. So that seems to be the case here. Some of you will undergo a remarkable transformation, and this is a union. So if you are in a relationship with someone, and I'm looking away because I'm seeing it's easier for me to see. If you are in a relationship with someone and you have been struggling for quite some time, and I hear the word counseling, I feel like there is a remarkable opportunity for you to, for your relationship to have a momentous transformation. That's the word that he just said to me. It could be because you would decide to go to counseling together and you decide to put some things to rest rather than constantly rehashing old information or old stuff. And again, this could be romantic relationship, also could be a situation with a family member where you are having family feud and nobody's giving an inch, and there is a possibility of having a transformation within that relationship because something is going to help you do that. Okay, so that is regarding relationships. All of a sudden I just heard the word September. I don't know where Aquarius has birthday. You guys know me, I don't really know that much about zodiac signs. So if September somehow means something to you, great. Otherwise, maybe for some of you, the conclusion or the transformation will transpire around the month of September. Okay, now moving on to career and financial matters and finances, money. We have the card of Lovers, which is also harmony, yin and yang. And this is another major arcana, so you have 2 out of 4 cards. So regarding work and money, I feel for those of you who have been struggling financially and for those of you who have had difficulties meeting your ends, that's not the right word, making your ends meet. I feel them again. He's referring to August. I feel the month of July and August is going to bring you opportunities that will allow you to save more so that you can spend more. So that's for some of you, not for all of you. For some of you, I feel financially things are coming full circle, whatever that means. When I feel something coming full circle, I feel, to me, it signifies that a situation is coming to an end and it's going to be put to rest. Now, how does this translate into finances or money? Well, If you have been working on a project, for example, and it has started quite a while ago and you're not getting paid, as an example, until the process is complete or the project is complete, it seems that the project is going to come full circle where you will be able to finally get a payment for what you've been working on. So that's an example, but it can translate in many different ways. Again, I see the same vision as I saw with the relationship card, sector, which is people shaking hands. So some of you, okay, I don't know why this is coming up in this sector, but some of you are going to meet a new doctor. That's the next step. That's the next department. But it came out, so I'm going to say it just in case I forget. So some of you are going to meet a new doctor or get a new doctor. Some of you are going to get a new place of employment, or you will be transitioning to a new workplace or a new place of employment. Some of you are going to get either a new contract or a contract will be renewed for the next few months or however long. There is a lot of culminations in the month of July, seems to be, and August. And the culminations could be, again, if you're someone who is going to get your contract renewed, that's things coming full circle and starting new again. So that can be a metaphorically coming full circle again as well. It is a card 6, but I keep seeing the number 6. I just feel for many of you financially, you will, this is what I see. So it feels like you're not dealing with a lot of emotional turmoil because of finances or work. So for many of you, the struggles will be much less than they have been in the last few months or in the previous months. For those of you who have been unemployed, and this is obviously not for all of you, I hope it's for all of you, but for those of you who have been unemployed, I feel you're going to secure a place of employment, or it seems to be for some of you short term, but it will carry you over until the next circumstances arrive, until the next set of circumstances arrive. Some of you are going to be learning a new skill or a new trade. And this, for some of you, it's because you are going to, I don't see school with this necessarily. This could be an apprenticeship type deal, or it could be that you are hired to a new place or a new type of work and you are going to be learning new skill. Some of you are going to be starting a brand new employment or brand new job, and the next few weeks is going to be devoted to you learning the ropes, so to speak. So that seems to be shown to me very clearly. Again, the number 6 comes up. So all I'm going to say is that the number 6 is prominent throughout the entire reading, and that is a number of balance and inner harmony. So for those of you who have not had a job for quite some time, and you happen to get a job in July and or August, obviously that will bring with it a sense of harmony or a more balance, because then you don't have to worry so much. For some of you, I need to say congratulations, you're finishing something. And again, this is coming in this category, but I'm seeing a diploma, I'm seeing a certification, I am seeing you receiving accolades for something, you receiving an honor, honorary something, a distinction for something. Some of you are finishing something, and it is I'm being asked to congratulate you for it. So it could be various scenarios, and it probably is various scenarios. So for those of you who are proudly finishing something, congratulations to you. Okay. And I see number 2 with this, which means now you're going to have some options that you will be weighing out. So if you are finishing something, there is probably a set of circumstances that is awaiting you or will be awaiting you very shortly. And there will be some decisions around this. For those of you who are finishing school, maybe it's a decision of going to further your education, or for some of you, it's regarding work. But there seems to be a decision pending. And because it's shown to me as the waiting game, the decision isn't going to happen right away, but I feel you're going to be in the process of deciding what's next. Okay. And I think that's all I have on this. And let's move on to health. So Four of Wands, which is a beautiful card of stability. It says joy and stability, actually. I'm looking at the light here, and I'm trying to see what I see. I normally don't look at this card this way, so let me just, and as you guys know, for those of you who watch me, I don't read card the traditional way. I still haven't learned how. I don't think it's my gift. I want to say there is light at the end of the tunnel for you. And I hear the word complications. So for those of you who have had complications regarding a health concerning matter, there is light at the end of the tunnel for you. And I feel like you're nearer the end of completing something, near the end of completion. And this is health related. So I also feel some of you, I hear the word rehabilitation. Some of you have been in a process of rehabilitation because of whatever happened in the past. Some of you, it's as long as few months. Some of you, it's few weeks. And again, I hear the end is near, okay? I also feel like I need to stretch my leg, my neck. And I'm asking, what is this? I feel some of you, probably very few of you, I hope very few, you have been in an accident of some sort. And I'm seeing my neck. So maybe it's a whiplash, but I feel like I need to stretch my neck. And I feel like I'm being pulled, like I'm being stretched. So there seems to be an injury with some of you. And I hear the word recuperation or, yeah, rehabilitation or recuperate, yes. And again, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I also hear the word stiff. So maybe some of you have a stiff neck, and because as a result of an accident or something else. I'm also getting a headache right now, which means for those of you who are dealing with neck issues or pain, your head is probably affected. So, or if you are getting headaches and you do not know where it's from, this may be as a result of an old injury, or you will find something that will make this either go away completely or considerably subside the negative consequences, the negative side effects or sides. Okay, in this case, it will be pain. Yeah, stiff neck I hear very clearly. Some of you have had a neck injury. I see it. I see the CCs, whatever the C's are, C2, C4. Actually, I don't know if that's in the neck or if it's in the spine, which is part of the spine. But there is definitely a neck injury. Okay. Some of you who, okay, I'm being drawn to someone's feet, and I feel like your feet are, the arch is very flat. And if you are experiencing sharp pain in the arches of your feet, you need to get that checked. You need to get it checked out. I hear the words comfortable shoes. So whether you need to change, you either need to change your shoes, particularly if you are standing a lot on your feet. If you are, for example, in a retail industry and you stand on your feet a lot, or if you're a construction worker, or if you are doing anything else that makes you be on your feet a lot, and you're experiencing sharp pains in your arches and also in your knees, there seems to be a problem with your footwear. So please check that out, and don't leave it too much longer, I'm being said, because it may cause further problems down the line with regards to your spine. So obviously if our feet are flat and they kind of go in and they have no support, the entire structure is going to start to compensate, and you might later on have problems with your hips. Now I'm taking this a little bit too far, and I'm not a doctor certainly, but this is what's being shown to me. So maybe it's a bit of a warning. If your feet hurt and if you have problems with your arches, you need to change your shoes, or you need to get it checked out so you mitigate any further potential problems down the road with your back or your spine. Okay, and let me just see if there's anything else. I'm supposed to talk about somebody's stomach and the acidity. Some of you smoke a lot. And as what I see is cigarette and Coke. So whether it's cigarette and some other soft drink, the point is here that whoever this person is, I feel that you're not giving your body enough proper nutrition. And as a result, your body is very acidic, which I feel is compromising your digestive system, and you might actually have some pains in your stomach. Okay, whoever this is, I feel the person is either very thin or have a very high metabolism, or it's just I feel like I haven't eaten in a long time and I just smoke and drink, and this could be also alcoholic drink. So please be mindful that your body needs proper nutrition in order to work properly. So if you live on cigarettes and Coke or something else, that is not food, proper food, you are being asked to examine your behaviors. And he's asking me to talk about letting go or giving up some of the darker sides, and addictions came up at the very beginning. So maybe some of you are addicted to cigarettes and you smoke a lot, or you're addicted to Coke. Anything that is addictive and it's causing your body unrest, keep in mind that you'll only be able to sustain it for so long until something starts breaking down. So this is a bit of a warning for some of you in order to get your butt straight. Okay? And remember, month of July and some of August is all about harmony and balance. So bringing everything back to balance, letting go of things that don't serve you, letting go of relationships that don't serve you, and letting go of behaviors that don't serve you. That is what's going to bring you more balance. Okay? And I think with that said, that's all I have. So for many of you, you're coming full circle, which is great. I hope this was helpful. If you would like a private reading to see how this fits with you personally, by all means, that information is down below for you. I will be honored to have a reading with you. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. As I always say, without you, I wouldn't do this. So thank you so much. Of course, if you would like to comment how this connects with you, I always love reading those, and I read every single one. Do keep in mind that these are general, but not only that, oftentimes they don't make sense at the beginning of the month and almost always make sense at the end of the month. So listen to that later, and also listen to your other signs, moon, sun, or rising, as they will offer you a more complete picture. I wish you a wonderful month of July, and I look forward to seeing you in August. Take care.